Hello, happy Frequency and Flow Friday. This space is devoted to helping you raise your frequency so you can live in optimal flow. And we are in this really powerful time before a Scorpio full moon. And that's going to really help us to understand what we're ready to transform and where we are at this wee moment is this beautiful Libra phase, this Libra energy that's here, that's really showing us what is out of balance. So with that being said, think about what is out of balance and what is ready to transform. And then choose position 1, 2, or 3, and we are going to lean in for a frequency tip. So if you're choosing position number 1, firstly, I would say time to have more joy and fun. I am choosing the first card out of the deck, and it is Fame and Reputation. So I would also say if you're choosing this position, what is ready to transform in terms of how you are ready to be seen, how you are ready to shine your message forward, and what are you ready to transform in terms of releasing something that doesn't feel authentic to you anymore. I'm also going to be reading out of the Creating Money, Attracting Abundance book. This is by Sanaya Roman and Dwayne Packer. I love this book, and it really helps with where we're ready to release and helps to point out where we literally are out of balance in giving and receiving. So if you're choosing position 1, what you get is I commit to my path. I choose aliveness and growth. And it goes on before this to talk about a situation. And I'm just going to read a couple of sentences and see how this lands. Eventually, they were able to use some of her income to pay off their ideas and even take a long postponed and much needed vacation. He stopped complaining about her working and even began to like the changes in their lives. He was able to spend some money on a hobby he had wanted to pursue, and his sense of aliveness began increasing. So again, I commit to my path. I choose aliveness and growth. So this is really about choosing yourself, choosing what authentically makes you happy. Maybe it's even about traveling, and maybe this is permission or an affirmation to book the trip. Oh, 1 pop. So this is going to be in between 1 and 2. So if you choose 1 or 2, this applies. So remedy, what I want to say here is if you are attempting to fix something, see it is already corrected. Transform that. And then if you're choosing position number 2, the card you get is Earth. Yeah, this one's been showing up a lot lately. So I would say if you're choosing position 2 to really bring more balance into the way that you're nurturing yourself and nourishing yourself, you also might want to actually physically transform sectors 2, 5, or 8 in the Bagua map, if you are familiar with feng shui. And the quote you get out of the book is, "You do not honor yourself by working for hours at activities that are not joyful. If you do what is joyful, you may find that all the jobs you are forcing yourself to do to make money are no longer necessary. You will also discover that you make more money in the long run by doing what you love than by doing the things you don't love." So I would say ground in, give yourself the time and space to follow your joy and do something this weekend to bring you joy, transform what's not bringing you joy. So there's an authenticity with position 1 theme, a theme of joy with position 2. And if you're choosing position 3, the card you get is water. This has a lot to do with emotions. It's also the career sector of our space. It's a reminder to really be flexible, to be independent, to be exploratory. It's also, when it comes to balance, it's talking about balancing spirituality and esoteric medicine with adventure. Remember, you came to be human. You didn't come to live in the ethers. You came to be human. So enjoy being human. Maybe if you're familiar with Vivaxic's work, maybe you do that. And your quote out of the book is, developing mastery. If you have this book, it's actually opening to section 2 on page 63. Following your inner guidance, allowing success, transforming beliefs. That's what you're transforming at the Scorpio moon. Letting money flow, coming out of survival, trusting miracles. The first couple lines, learn to listen to your inner guidance. Ignite Your Intuition is a great class for that. It's in my classes library on my website. After you have worked with energy and magnetized what you want, your inner guidance will lead you to it in the quickest, simplest way. When you listen to and act upon your guidance, you follow your natural flow of energy. It is that effortless. I love that. So if you're choosing this position, again, remember, you did come to be human and you want to balance out some of your humanness with some spirituality and esotericness, but really lean into intuition and bring more balance into that. And I would say, that you're ready to transform some emotion. Maybe visit Ho'oponopono if you're choosing position 3. I am sending you so much love for a beautiful, transformative full moon. See you next week. Ciao.